Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here once again with another day, another show. We do have here quite an interesting match. It's gonna be our beloved team Bleedout on the killer side. We do have Sirenia on the survivor side, and seems that it's gonna be quite an interesting game. We do have an unknown game, so to be fair, it's gonna be a little bit of a crazy situation. I'm joined here by my lovely co-caster and friend Untrained Poppy. How are you doing, man? I hope that you had a good day. I hope that
Yeah,
everything is going well.
I'm doing really well. We're seeing nice early down here onto Fell from JD. Like you said, bleed out on the killer once again. And yeah, looking to be a strong matchup here between these two teams.
Yes, indeed, and it seems that we already have the first down as we stated. We do manage to get the first hook stage of the set. To be fair, it's going to be quite a complicated set for our team Sirenia. They probably will struggle a little bit with the ping difference that is occurring, and we do see the Shag generator having quite a bit of progress. Well, not gonna lie, it's quite a crazy performance. We don't manage to get a hit there. That was a little bit unfortunate for Team Bleedout, but it is what it is. For now, though, we do need to continue with this chase. We do need to continue and go back to the pool. Oh my lord, we do manage to get the unhook there. It's gonna be a little bit unfortunate, but yeah, that's gonna be the situation we need to go after. Another very good situation, very good moment. We do continue this chase. Seems that Ace is gonna be in a little bit of a chokehold. He needs to play this as safely as possible. Ooh, crazy performance, crazy moment. Seems that the down is gonna be acquired, and because of that, we managed to get another juicy hook stage. But will this be enough for JD here to stop the potential gens from occurring? That's a very good question, and to be fair, Untrained, this is a question that I would like to ask you. What are your thoughts, man?
So honestly, I think that JD's doing really well. I think, yeah, there is quite a big ping difference, like you said. But Sirenia is getting some practice as well out of this, as well as obviously it being a proper match. And they're going to be able to learn a bit more about ping difference. And hopefully we're going to see a semi-decent result. I think it's going to be a lot harder in chases, of course. But we're just going to have to see how they fare here.
Yeah, to be honest, it's gonna be a little bit crazy. From what I remember, because I didn't touch the BT since Krasue came to the game. Now, if I recall correctly, they did make a couple of changes to Unknown's spread, if I recall, or the way that he can look up. I think that right now he can look way higher up rather than he was able in the past. I'm not too sure. I might be wrong about it. I didn't touch this game as I stated, but yeah, that's gonna be the situation. JD here is gonna be able to find Talita now. It seems to be quite a troublesome position for our survivor team. They managed to take the body block for the team. A very smart decision. No, it's not gonna be the case. Oh, we do continue this chase. It's gonna be very bad of a spot for our ace, and the down is gonna happen as well. That was a little bit unfortunate, but that's how the situation is gonna be. The first kill coming along the way, and we don't have any generators being popped. Oh my lord, that was... Yeah, they did change the... they did make the changes with the Unknown's field of view, if it was the field of view, I'm not too sure. But yeah,
You
that's gonna be the
can look
situation.
further up now, similar to Huntress. Allows you to do aerials a lot
Oh,
easier.
I see, but yeah, that's interesting. I did hear, yes, indeed. I did hear about a couple of changes here. As you can see, the jungle gym is a little bit changed on this map, especially I think that on the Suffer Pit map is the changes are in there as well. My apologies, my English ain't Englishing today, but the down there is gonna be crazy. Good job from our killer GT. Amazing performance today. He is really displaying his level of skill straight to Sirenia's survivors. It's a little bit unlucky as I stated, but yeah, that's gonna be the situation. And we do manage to see Adam. You are gonna take this juicy hit. This is not such a good position for you. You need to play this as safe as possible. Ooh, we don't manage to get that. Such an unfortunate situation. And the pickup is gonna happen as well. JD is not really gonna care about it. Okay, interesting decision making from our killer here. I think that overall it's... Wait, was it unbreakable? Because if our survivor was there, the other one was in the other part. I think that it was unbreakable. I might be wrong about it. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's gonna be the situation. Untrained Poppy. This match is going quite crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. I think that it's quite a crazy performance. Crazy decision making from Team Sirenia and from Team Bleedout. But overall, ooh, another down straight to the corner. Overall, I think that it's not going too bad for Team Sirenia. Maybe they're going to be able to pop one more gen, two more gens, but what do you think? What result are we expecting for today?
Honestly, I think we're looking at like a 4K1 in my opinion, maybe a 4K2. That's the way I'm feeling with this match right now.
Damn, that was a straight up hit. That was a little bit unfortunate, I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, that's gonna be the situation. A 4K2, it's not really rolling. We do see only one survivor left on the arena. We do continue this chase. Seems that we managed to find the Adam, and our survivor needs to extend this chase for as long as possible. He's in a very bad position. We don't even manage to pick up the survivor, and the down is gonna be guaranteed straight in this unknown match. Now, to be fair, a 4K4 is crazy. I don't think that
Holy mackerels, man. What am I seeing?
you're seeing a 4K4 on train, you're seeing a 4K4. So, yeah, that's gonna be the
Happens, I
situation.
guess.
It does happen. It does happen from time to time. We do see some crazy results here on Beater, but, you know, overall, that's gonna be the situation. It was a little bit unfortunate, I'm not even gonna lie. I think that Adam was not able to pick that survivor. I mean, that was obvious. Don't, no need to tell me that, but overall, if he would have been able, maybe, just maybe, he had that jungle, maybe he would have been able to play that a little bit around, maybe go for another pickup if possible, but it was not meant to be, so yeah, that's gonna be the situation. Seems that the 4K4 is gonna be the result for Team Bleedout in here. To be fair, I'm quite expecting to see what our Team Sirenia is gonna be able to bring to the table, if they're gonna be able to maybe go for a
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bitter Demise. We do have an exciting matchup here between Bleedout and Sirenia. We do have the mighty Dub Trouble here on the killer for Sirenia, and on the survivor side we do have Bleedout. I'm joined once again by my lovely co-caster Titan Smek. Titan, how are we feeling about this unknown match?
Well, to be fair, it's gonna be quite crazy performance. The first infection is gonna be straight for us, and the first hit coming along the way. We do continue the chase. Seems that it's gonna be quite a close encounter, but it's not gonna guarantee us our first down. That's gonna be a little bit unfortunate. The mind game coming along the way. Seems that our survivor is gonna get straight down in the corner. Very smart decision here. He did not manage to last very long. That was a little bit unfortunate, but overall, we do have a pretty decent start, I would say. It's going to be very dependent on the way that they are going to play this. Now, we do need to keep in mind the fact that in our last game, we managed to get a 4K4 for Team Bleedout. But let's see if Team Sirenia is going to be able to up the ante with the 4K5. We do see the first generator coming along the way. Ooh, not a good start, not a good look, not a good way that you want to have it. But yeah, that's going to be the situation on train. Do you think that maybe we are going to be able to take a 4K1 and maybe make a comeback in the second half of the set? Or what do you think?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to go for a 4K1 or something like that. It's going to be the only thing really feasible. Obviously, it's hard to loop on like 300 ping. It's very difficult, especially if you're not used to it. I think it'll be good practice here for Sirenia. It will help them get used to things like SA teams and in those kind of regions. But of course, the first kind of time you go up against that, it's always going to be really, really difficult, isn't it? So it just takes some practice.
It's going to take some practice overall, but for now, I guess that Dub Trouble, he's trying his best, he's trying his hardest to, well, play this as good as possible. It's not really gonna work. Seems that our survivor is gonna play. Ooh, a misplay there. Oh my lord, that was a little bit unfortunate for our ace. Seems that the hit is gonna be straight to his back, and we do continue with this chase. And did we manage to find the? Oh my god, bro, I can't speak. My English ain't Englishing as I stated, but yeah, that's gonna be the situation. Ace is gonna continue with this chase. He doesn't seem to be in the best position. Oh my lord, they did change this tile. Oh my god, that's crazy, man. This is such a long tile. Now, to be honest, they made quite some changes. Now it's a true L in disguise. So yeah, we do continue this chase. Seems that our ace is gonna do quite an amazing job. We do maybe manage to... Ooh, we don't end this chase there. Well, that was a little bit unlucky, and because of that we do need to get another down. It's not really gonna work. We do try to go for the power. Very smart decision, but it's not really gonna lead to anything. Oh, did it lead? I'm not sure, but yeah, another gem.
We get another gem coming through, like you said, and not being able to get it down right now. Bleedout just looping very, very well, but of course they're used to being on 300 ping, so I suppose, you know, like you said, experience matters.
Yeah, it does matter, it does make a difference overall, But I guess at the end of the day, that's how it's gonna be. It's not really working that well. Sometimes you're gonna have problems, sometimes there are gonna be issues with the coordination, and such things are gonna happen. But maybe, as I stated, we do have a chance at getting a 4Q1 in the best case scenario, I would say, because this team is well coordinated. They play this very well, and I think that this is gonna be such a big trouble for our guy, Dark Trouble. Well, we do continue this chase. Ace is doing such an amazing job. He's managing to extend this for as long as possible. Maybe we do extend it a little bit longer. Yes, indeed, the generator is gonna pop, and because of that, we don't. Ooh, beautiful attempt there at getting the vault. He managed, but it didn't work in his favor. So yeah, that's gonna be the situation. Daptrop seems to change his playstyle a little bit. He's trying to be a bit more aggressive for what I can see. I don't really know if it's working too well, but he's trying at least, so that's a good part in here. Untrained, I would like to ask you though, in such a predicament, what can you really do? I mean, it's looking to be pretty bad, but can you really do something? What do you think?
I don't know. It's really, really tricky to be honest with you. Like Dub is doing exactly what he's meant to do, but I think they're going to be 3 or 4 seconds behind, and they're going to have to kind of respond 3 or 4 seconds earlier because of that. So how are you going to like see into the future? Like, he's just going to have to make the best guess he can, and that's what it is right now. It's a guessing game on what direction they're going to go because you can't play for play because of the ping. So it's just so tricky, Titan.
Oh, to be fair, that was a crazy hit, I'm not even gonna lie. The focus is straight to the point. We do manage to get the unhook, and to be fair, it's not looking to be too good. It doesn't seem to be a 4Q1 either. I think that we are gonna see another generator pop. It seems to be the most obvious thing that can happen right now. I would say that it's quite a bad position. I mean, our killer... Ooh, my lord, beautiful down. Beautiful moment, not gonna lie. And if I recall correctly, I'm not too sure, you'll need to tell me this, but from what I heard or from what I understand, now there are a lot more pallets on the map. The map density is way higher with the pallets, so yeah, that's interesting. And I can see a locker in the corner as well. That's interesting, but yeah, that's not something that I expected, being honest with you, man.
A lot of changes to the base game and trying to definitely make a lot more maps viable, Titan. So you can see what the devs are trying to go for here, and obviously in comp it's going to have a very, very different kind of experience, and it's going to mean that we're going to have to look at what killers are played on what maps again, and it comes to one of them kind of situations. Some killers are fine, and some probably can't handle the onslaught of some extra pallets. So it's going to be a tricky one, I think, for all leagues around. But right now we go back onto this match. We do see 4 stage and 3 fresh, and a lovely tag there, Titan.
Yes, indeed, and it seems that our killer has his target straight on his eyes. So yeah, we do continue this chase. Seems that the balance landing is gonna be along the way. Ooh, we don't manage to get that infection there. That was a little bit unfortunate, but it seems that Ace, he's gonna try to waste as much time as possible. I think that this is gonna be the opportunity for our gamer to get the last gen done. Now, it really seems to be problematic. I mean, being honest with you, it's not really working too well. Ace in here is doing an amazing job. He managed to waste a lot of time, and because of that, Dab Trouble needed to leave him. Not a good way to have it, but yeah, that's gonna be the situation. We do manage to get a juicy hit out of David here, and to be fair, our killer is really trying. He's really trying his best. We do have to appreciate that, but it's not really working that well, man. It's not really going too well for our poor killer. He is really struggling, even if he's trying his best. It's not enough for this team here. He needs to step up the game, he needs to step up the ante, otherwise it's not really gonna work too well, and potentially Team Sirenia is gonna lose this. Depends on how they're gonna play the next set. Now, to be fair, we might see a 6 stage, a 7 stage. My initial 4Q1 that I believed is gonna happen, it's not really the case. It seems that we are going for 6, 7 stages, potentially. Now, it's a little bit unfortunate, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We continue this chase. Beautiful hit here on the Nancy. Oh my lord. Well, that trouble, you are earning your pay. We continue the chase. It seems that our survivor is in a bit of a predicament. We do go for the W key. Very smart decision. Ooh, the infection is gonna come along the way, and we need to drop the chase. At this point, I don't even know if it's worth it to drop the chase. Just go for it, try to get your option, and just go for the play. Otherwise, you're not really gonna be able to do something. But our killer really wants to go for the 4Q1. I think that's interesting. What was that? Was that a cracker or what was that thing that
I think
just...
it was, yeah.
That was the
Potentially.
weirdest thing. Yeah, that was the weirdest thing that I've seen in DVD. I'm not even gonna lie. If that was a cracker, then I have no problem with that, but that was interesting, and well, I'm not gonna ask any more questions. That's gonna be the situation, but we do manage to find another survivor here. Seems that we tried to go for the infection. Maybe we do manage to get it. Ooh, nice attempt there, but it's not really gonna work, and seems that our killer is a little bit lost. He doesn't really know what to do. Maybe he has an idea, but it's not really working too well. And we do see the Dwight as well. Now, going for the corner play, it's a very smart strategy, but it's not really going too well. Our killer needs to leave the chase, and because of that, well, I think that we're looking towards a loss. As I stated, 6 stages, maybe 7 stages on the best case scenario, but maybe I have a different opinion. What do you think, Untrained?
No, I agree. I think, like I said, 300 ping, whether it's survivor or killer, it's gonna be hard anyway. Because it's just very different, isn't it? And we're just seeing some struggle with that. That's a really good hit there with the UVX onto hearts, but yeah, he's gonna drop down here now and probably stare down the killer, and I don't know if we're gonna get this. We do manage to actually, and it's a really good hit, but and that was, I believe, ruined, being taken out of the game there.
Oh, it's a little bit unfortunate, but the down is gonna be guaranteed. Very good play there, and to be fair, I'm just gonna ask you directly because I'm not too sure if the changes are quite high on the map, and you know, the map density, the pallet density on the map, it's a bit too high. Do you think that this killer is viable for this map, or do you think that some changes need to be made?
Um, I think it depends. There's definitely a couple of extra loops, like you said. I think it might be a case of, I don't know. Players are really comfortable with it. It might be a case of tweaking some things on Survivor a bit more. Um, which is, of course, it's really hard to do in Dazed. Um, I don't know. I think this is the wrong match to see. I think if we were looking at an EU match or NA, and then we saw such a drastic difference. I think then there would be a worry. But I think in a normal circumstance, I think this is probably still fine. Serves are quite limited in what it is, and the killer has just about the basic requirements, you know. So I think honestly, it was probably fine.
Yeah, as you stated, I mean, I'm not too sure, that's why I'm asking, because from what I can
Hard to
see
tell in
here,
this matchup because of the ping difference. That's
yeah,
the thing.
it's because of the ping as well, but I don't know, I mean, I heard double cranes or double bosses can spawn, and that was a little bit tricky to handle when I heard it initially. I
You
was
get a
like,
double bus that is either window or pallet, I think. Um,
mm-hmm.
and the bus can be quite strong, to be fair. I don't think you get double crane. I'm not sure where that's coming.
That's what I heard, but
It
I'm
was
not too sure as a
mainly
statement.
they they did more of a connect the dot kind of thing. You'll have a T and L, and then on the left outside of that, you'll have like a filler pallet or something, and then behind that you'll have like a Z wall or something. You know, kind of that kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, it needs to be studied.